We are back one more time for this evening, this Tuesday evening. You are listening to Soul Perspectives here on CKUT 90.3 FM. My name is Kim Dominique-Ferguson. I'm in studios with
Renee Jordan.
And we have on the line with us, I feel like I'm rediscovering this man for the first time, Alan Prater, the lead vocalist in the band The Brooks. They just launched their album called Any Day Now. Brother Prater, like I feel like I can't call you Alan. I have to call you Brother Alan, Brother Prater. I feel like the respect needs to be there. Bro. Something needs to be there because, yeah, just a lot of respect. I feel like I'm gushing a bit, but just a lot of respect for hearing your story and your journey. I feel the same way about you and Renee. Thank you.
Thank you. It just amazes me how humble you are. Like, for someone who has played with all these greats to then go in a space with people and to just admire their talent for what it is and to see it as above your own, whereas some people could be like, well, I played with Michael Jackson, I'm the best, but you still see them as greatness. And then, you talk about meeting up with someone else and you don't know them, they know you and they give you their album and you listen to it and somehow you manage to quickly put vocals to it that somehow blows them away to want to rework the product to include you in it and make this band. What was some of the process behind making the vocals to go with that music? Like, what was the feelings that you had? Was it based on the notes you were hearing or the vibe that they gave you?
Yeah. More than anything, the vibe, just totally vibe, man. It was just Curtis Mayfield kind of vibe going on, and it was just like a match made in heaven, man. It was just calling me. It was just saying, do it. And that's how I started, and that's how like our creative process is like that now. Actually, we didn't try to mess with that process at all. We'll get together and jam. Jam some grooves, man, like you do at community. We jam and stuff and jam, and we get some of these different tribes, and I gather up all the music, and I bring it home and cipher through it, what attracts me, and what, music tells, kind of give you a look at a story already if you listen to it closely enough and let it do its thing. Mm-hmm. So then I gather stories from the tracks, I put this track over here, and set it aside and just start working like that. And then after I spice it all up and do what I'm going to do with it, and then I send it back to them and see what they think, and they say, whoa, that's crazy. And then we start the process of now producing the track. Then we say, okay, let's make this move in here, let's make this move in there. What if we did this here? So that's the process for us to do, making songs and making music, jamming, splicing it up, bringing it home, stir it in the pot, and boom, Yeah.
And so you put out this album, middle of a pandemic. You can't really get out there and promote it. How does it change? How does it change your marketing? How does it change your approach this COVID times in terms of producing and sending out music to the world?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Cause I think it did. It's like that for everybody when this COVID thing hit. Because we were just starting to get footing from the last album, and we just started our European tour We did a European tour 2 years ago. And we did a North African tour, and so it was starting to get some legs. It was starting to move a little bit. And when the COVID hit, man, it was just like we did the last tour we did. We finished in Mexico. We came home in June and started working this album. And we started recording the album, and then COVID hit, and after we finished the album, and so. It put a damper on how to promote this record, because we're active band. We're a band. We're not a single artist and got a big record label. We're a band and we like to play, and we put a record out. We tour. Yeah. We sell merchandise at the tour. We promote by doing the work. Yeah. And so that's an asset for us because we don't have to wait for anybody. We have to just go out there and do it and bring in the money. Do what you're gonna do. Yeah. And so it kind of put a damper on us, but this particular record. Really went all out on this record, and Any Day Now, which is released October 23rd. Yeah. And we came across a team of people who was interested in us and the labels and stuff, and got to deal with them in a label in Europe and a label here, and just at the right time. We couldn't do any more touring, but then they had legs already. They had played people in infrastructure already all over Europe, and that kind of led us to where we are right now. And in promotion right now is I've been, like this year doing it with Germany, Switzerland, London, Mexico, all the places you can think of that's in Europe, South America, and North America. So we had a good team, and that makes things a little easier for us. We have a great team of people on this side of the water and that side of the water. Yeah.
Ooh. I don't even know what to ask anymore, to be honest. I'm just like so grateful for the opportunity to speak with you.
The journey through time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm the grateful one, man. Because you know what, man, just to be honest with you, man, and be really, CKUT been around, man, for a long time. When I came here, man, I used to go by and see Ricky them and all, and Mikey them and all the cats were there. I didn't know anybody much, but I knew it was us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I got this interview, when I got my label called me and said about this interview, would you want to do this interview? And so I saw the call letter, CKUT. It was like immediately, whatever, whenever, please, let's do it. Because I've been waiting. I honestly, from my heart to yours, I've been waiting for a time to chat and be on this side of the fence with CKUT.
Mm.
More than any other, I'm telling you, more than any other things I've done, BBC or whoever, I'm not, whatever. But to see CKUT, I was like, I told my wife, I said, now I feel like I'm doing something.
Oh wow, that is a big compliment. I do have one final question for you. If you could give advice to someone who is an artist, whatever the discipline, what would that advice be? And they're having like they're having that moral dilemma of like, do I go into this very risky thing, or do I find like a regular job, become a lawyer, doctor, accountant, get something that's like safe? What would you recommend to them? And they're talented. We'll just take it for granted that they're talented and they have that spark.
Yeah, see, that's the thing we was talking about earlier. Being talented is half the battle. I would say, no matter what it is, whether you're a musician or whatever, you find something you love and you do it, and it would not fail you, but you do it, all of you.
Yeah.
You do it, all of you. You have no regrets with any of it. You have no doubts with any of it. You just do it because this is who you are. But if you're not that person, and it's not in you, it's just something you know how to do, then don't do it, because like you said, it's risky. But people like myself and people I know around, it's never risky for us.
Yeah. It's
just who we are. It's not like music is something you do. It's not something that you do. Music is something that you are.
Right.
So it's not a risk for you. And anything you can do, whether it's music, a trash man, a recycling guy, if that's what you want to do and that's your love, then you don't ever work a day in your life. It's not a risk for you.
Yeah. You
just doing, and that's your success story, that you find something you love to do and do it on your own terms. That's success for me.
Amen. Woo! We've been talking to brother Alan Prater, the lead vocalist of the Brooks. They dropped their album on October 23rd. It's called Any Day Now. They do have a couple of videos up that you can check out, gameplay, and turn up the sound. And we will have played quite a bit of music and are going to play one last track for the evening. Thank you so much, brother, for coming in.
Thank you.
Talking with us.
Thank you so much, man. You and with Sister Renee.
It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Very nice. So, it's like sitting at home, man.
Yeah. For one final time this evening, my name is Kim Dominique-Ferguson. I've been in studios with
Renee Jordan.
And you have been listening to Soul Perspectives here on CKUT 90.3 FM.